Got some weather in. Got a bunch of mess in the pool. Look at all this mess. Let's see how the skimmer's doing. Is it skimming? Well, I got stuck on Facebook and they called me into ordering something. You can see what my skimmer is doing with my regular basket. So let's open up this new basket I got and let's see if it does anything better. Alright, so this thing is called Skim-A-Round. So let's open this box up. Let's see what comes in it. I don't think it was very expensive. I did buy it myself. I think it was like 35, 40 bucks, something. We never get weather in California. This weather's been crazy. So this is what comes in the box right here. So actually, you know what? I forgot. I did order a new brush because I need one. So I did order this too. And then let's see. So we just got some paper. And then so this is together like this, right? So let's pull this out, pull this out, and then we got some, I don't know what this stuff is, and then we got one more piece right here. So this is what comes in the box, right? It does have some instructions. So let me read these instructions, and then we're gonna see. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop it in there, and we're gonna see if it makes a difference. Okay, so the rings it came with, it was 3 of them, and it says, so you have A, and I think I put B on mine, and there's C, and you're supposed to take these and see which one closest fits or the same size as the diameter of the basket you have now. And then it says to put, you see these little dots right here, to slide this ring on. You can see where it says minimum, well actually it's hard to see, but minimum, maximum. It says for maximum velocity, slide that onto below the maximum. I guess you could put it between those dots if you didn't want so much velocity, but of course we want the max velocity, right? So we did that, and then actually, you know, it came with these little socks, but the directions don't say anything about this. So I'm not going to mess with that right now. So let's throw those in there. And then, actually, let me see. Actually, hold on. Okay, so it also says, we got this ring here, for even more velocity, you can stick this through the bottom down here and then snap it in. And so it'll be in there, but we're going to try it without it and see what happens. And I believe this piece just goes, snaps in. Basically like that. And that's it. So if we wanted, we could add this piece in there. But let's see how it does it just like this, because I think it would be easier to clean. But let's drop it in and see what happens. Alright, I forgot to mention they did send this Skim-A-Round pool clarifying pill, but we're not going to add this right now. It's like just for clarifying the water, but it says you can dump that in there. So I guess if you wanted to add that or do it in the future, I probably will wait till we get closer to swim season and then pop that in there. But I just want to mention that it did come in the basket. So it was this, and I ordered this separately, and it came with this. And then I'll look up, see what I paid for it, and we'll put that here at the end. But let's pop this in there and check it out. Alright, so we can see what's going on here right now. Not too much action. I did clean that basket out. I just kind of knocked it out so we can see. You can see a little bit of a swirl. But let's pop this one out and see. Alright. Hopefully it just pops right in there, but we'll see what happens here. Okay, that was pretty underwhelming. Okay, so basically, yeah, underwhelming is the least of the words I could have said at that moment. But I went to attach this little adapter that it says will help with the velocity. So I took it back apart and I went to stick that thing. I was kind of having some trouble with figuring it out, but I did get it popped in there, and then we're gonna see if this thing made any difference. But hint, it does not.
Oh man, I think I got duped.
Yep, I thought they stole my money, but little did I know, I was wrong. Alright, so this is many days later from when I started that video. And because I was initially super disappointed, it didn't seem like it did anything. But I left that thing in there. And of course my dog's ball is stuck in here. You know, why not? This stupid ball. Look at this. Who does that? And you can see there's a lot of debris in here. But what I did find out is that, look at all these bird feathers, man. Is that, I mean, I was thoroughly disappointed. Really? Really? Okay. This dog in that damn ball. So, I'm going to clean this thing out real quick, though. And we're going to start this pump. And then we're going to talk about what my findings are. Alright, so it's pretty easy to clean. You just got to, matter of fact, let me put the camera down right here. You just got to pop them, just like separate them. I say it's easy in them. I knocked my camera over. Alright, so honestly, easy to clean, just like any other basket. I mean, you know, whatever. Not a big deal. But let's just dump it back in there. I'm gonna fish these balls out of here, and then we're gonna turn that pump on. He doesn't even know I took his ball out. Alright. Oh, and then this, you know, this hose loves to get tangled up. I think I need to replace that hose, honestly. It's just manually pop this puppy on. Now, as you can see, I got pretty good flow. And that was the start of the issue when I initially did this. I hadn't cleaned my pump and it probably been 6 months. And it wasn't very dramatic. But after I cleaned the pump, I mean, you can see it's already starting. Like, look at that. And I took that centerpiece out. I mean, this thing, I got a spider on me. This thing, just like a freaking hurricane or whatever you want, a cyclone or whatever. And I just turned the pump on. But, like I said, I was completely disappointed in the beginning. But after I cleaned my filter and I had much better flow, and it didn't need to be clean. It didn't need to be clean when I did the video. It completely changed how that thing works. And let me tell you, so now when I'm getting ready to use the pole, I could turn the pump on. Let's say there's a bunch of debris, you know, at the top. I don't get a lot here, but I get, you know, whatever. But it just, you don't want to swim with all that mess on there. But if I turn that thing on, it cleans the top of this pool within like 30 minutes. It's already took everything off, and it's over here in the skimmer. But of course, I got this dumb little globe that it always gets sucked up over here. Let's just move that thing out of here. That dumb little ball lights up at night. Looks pretty cool though. But yeah, so it'll clean this pool. I mean, look at this thing go, man. You know? Some of my buddies turned me on to this, and he's like, oh yeah, that thing works awesome, and blah, blah, blah. And when I got it, I was like, that thing sucks. But I was wrong. So you need to make sure that you got good flow, because obviously that's what makes that vortex, I guess. You know, so It's running pretty good. And I cleaned this, I think, man, maybe it's probably been already a month at least. Maybe more than a month. Because I started that video quite a while ago. We had rain and stuff, and now you guys are gonna get this video pretty quick. So we're already in June, and I think I started that in April or something. To be honest with you, I don't even remember. But the pool looks good. Like I said, that skimmer will clean the top of this pool so fast. So would I say the investment is worth it? Absolutely. I mean, see, when this dumb little globe gets in the way right here, it always messes with it. But see, it's already drawing all the stuff in there. Now it's like, what am I doing? What am I doing? And it's funny because it'll have these little, like, it'll go away for a second, and then all of a sudden it'll just ramp up like a big old vortex. But yeah, it's already drawing everything in here. And see, look, there, it's starting to go. And it'll just build up and build up. And I don't even have that little centerpiece in. You know what? Matter of fact, I've never tried it. Look, there it goes again. It built up. It's sucking all that debris down towards the bottom. It's pretty freaking awesome. My other one did not do nothing like that. Just a regular skimmer basket. It was nothing like that. I mean, you could see it bring the debris in from the pool. Just all the little scum and whatever that's on top. And it's just sucking it down. I'm not even sure if you guys can see that, but man, it's doing its job. So like I said, for the investment, whatever I paid for it, I'll try to pull that up if I haven't already. But definitely win, man. Definitely a win for such a small investment. The pool looks great. And so anyways, that's gonna be a conclusion to this video. If you get, like, you have that debris or whatever, or you're thinking about getting a new skimmer basket, even if you just need a new skimmer basket, I will pick this thing up for sure. Just like I said, make sure that you clean your pool pump enough where it has good flow, and that thing's gonna work. And maybe I might even make an update video where I have if I change out that little deal in the middle. That thing is just crazy. I can't get over it, how well it works. Like I said, it probably won't even take 30 minutes. Probably take 15 minutes and this top of this pool is completely cleaned. Anyways, let's end this video. Let's take a good look at the pool. Looks nice. Summertime in California. Probably have some people over, maybe today, go swimming. And that's all. Everybody, have a wonderful day. Peace.